Und weiter geht's hier beim MTV Spin mit Bad Religion. Bei mir sind Brad und Greg. Jetzt ist die Platte ja entstanden in einer Zeit, da alle Künstler sich dem, was in der Welt vorgegangen ist, nicht entziehen konnten. Platten wurden verschoben, Filme wurden gar nicht erst gedreht, Touren wurden gecancelt und so weiter und so fort. Mal abklopfen, welche Auswirkungen das hier auf unsere Helden hatte. Now, I understand that the record was done in a time when all artists all over the world could just not ignore what happened on September 11th. In how far was that a topic in the making process of this album?
The record was essentially complete before September 11th, except for the sequencing and the mixing. Mixing wasn't quite done, and the mastering wasn't done. So, but the ideas, the foundation of the album was finished, and so there was no going back at that point. Yeah. But it was certainly on our minds. But we knew when we made the album we wanted to make a heartfelt statement. We wanted to make it typical of our humanitarian approach to topics, and so the album didn't lose any of its relevance after the tragedy. So we're very confident that our record still is a very viable and important piece of work.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, perhaps it gained relevance, you know, because with a name like Bad Religion, we can look at what's happening in the world today and say, look at, you know, one more time, the horrible things that people are doing in the name of religion.
So that means that lyrically the record wouldn't have been any different if it had been created after this time?
I wouldn't say that. I think if the war had started before we were finished writing the record, you would, I'm sure that you would see. I'm sure you would see a song about the war in the record.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, it's how it worked out. Now, what will happen is because the record is finished, we're touring and doing interviews and press tours and so forth, and we discuss these things, but we weren't able to discuss them specifically on the record.
I mean, for 20 years, the band always managed not to do one irrelevant piece of music, I mean, lyrically and musically, and but when you spoke about being tired, was that also related to coming up with relevant issues to speak about?
No, it wasn't about relevance. I always have ideas on my mind. I stay current. I like to think that, you know, I'm not slipping into the senile phase yet.
Yeah.
But I think what I was talking about was a matter of writing, producing, and really arranging albums all on my own. It's something I didn't really have the energy to do again. And so those are all every bit as important as the philosophical foundation of the album. So.
Now, speaking about philosophics, there's a video coming up called Punk Rock Song. Very essential piece of music, also for you, being done together with a German punk rock person, Campino. Is there still any contact between the Toten Hosen and Bad Religion?
Yeah, I was just talking to him last night.
Oh.
He was going to come out to dinner with us, but we were in Cologne, and they were doing some press in Dusseldorf or something. But yeah, we keep in touch. I know they have a new record coming out around now also.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the new single's great.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And hopefully they'll be sitting in this very spot pretty soon, probably.
Ja, also es gab ja diese Zusammenarbeit zwischen den Toten Hosen und Bad Religion. Da gab es auch einen Clip, den sie zusammen gemacht haben, Raise Your Voice. Und überhaupt, um dieser Tatsache zu gedenken, dass hier über den Teich Ideen geteilt werden, gibt es jetzt erstmal Punkrock-Song von Bad Religion und danach die Toten Hosen mit ihrem neuen Video.